on?
Hey, You Can Hear family. Today, I just kind of wanted to talk about
Making good
decisions. And can you guys hear me? Because I don't have a mic that well. But I kind of just want to jump right into the topic. So, let's start. Because I just kind of want to jump right into topic today. So, say you were at school, got mad at a friend, and you decided to take this homemade stress ball and just go, bah! Right in the face.
Keep going.
There would obviously be consequences. And I know a lot of us probably don't like consequences. And I don't know what I'm going to say. This is so embarrassing.
Be confident. Just talk it through. Talk it through. When you make a bad decision, there are consequences. So what do we need to do? And
we need to ask God we need to accept the consequences for our actions and accept. Good morning. Oh my God, people are actually watching now.
Hi, Chrissy Sam.
Okay,
keep going. Just talk about.
I'm getting sweaty now.
Okay, you're reading that. Okay, go ahead.
So you chuck this at a friend, right? And as soon as you chuck it at your friend, you're like, oh no, what did I just do? I made a huge mistake. And obviously, with this, if you got hit in the face with this, with somebody full armed force and all, you'd probably get a bloody nose. And that wouldn't be good. With this water balloon that I made, homemade, it wouldn't be as hurtful. Okay, I'm starting to go off topic. You guys are just gonna have to accept it, okay? I'm trying, okay? I'm 9 years old and in the 4th grade.
Okay, let me give you a minute to get your thoughts together. So, good morning, You Can Heal family. We are in the parking lot waiting to go inside for Blessings volleyball tournament. They play at 10, so Brenn asked me if we could go live so she could talk about the topic of making good decisions. And she's trying to relate it to being in school, and if you had a stress ball because you got angry and you threw it at someone, would that be a good decision?
No, that would be a bad decision.
Why is that a bad decision, Brenn?
Because you could probably break their nose and get suspended with the school that I go to. If you hit somebody, you get in serious trouble. You would lose 3 days of recess, depending on you would lose recess.
You would lose recess.
Yes, recess is very precious.
What other consequences could come from throwing something at someone because you're angry about something or
depending
upset?
on how heavy it is, like this water bottle, they could go to the hospital for that. So you would have to pay their medical bills.
Okay.
Which nobody wants to do.
Right. How would you feel if that happened? If you got so angry and couldn't control yourself and you hit someone or threw something at them? How would you feel about that?
I would feel terrible afterwards.
But in the moment you did it.
In the moment I would feel like, you know what, you're so annoying. I just hate you.
Whoa. Okay. So
in the moment I would feel angry.
Yeah. You felt like it was justified, like they did something to you, so you wanted to get back at them?
Yeah.
And in the long run, is that, now how are you going to eat the chip?
I can talk.
Okay. So after you did the action because you were upset about something, you realize it wasn't okay, so now you have a consequence, right? Well,
and the consequence is either paying a medical bill, depending on how bad it was, paying a medical bill.
Right.
And losing recess.
Okay.
And you could get your phone taken away. You could get a ticket. You could go to jail depending on what you did.
So what should people do instead of reacting to something that happens to them? What should they do?
Take a very deep breath. Okay, I'm going to act like mom. I'm going to act like my mom. So what I want you to do, You Can Heal family, is take deep breaths in and out through your mouth.
Okay.
And then after that, I want you to pray to God on on what you did and ask for help.
Okay, now, will God help?
Yes.
Why will God help?
Because he's God and all things are possible.
Right. Now, does God forgive the action of throwing the stress ball or the water ball?
Yes, if you ask for forgiveness, yes.
Right.
Yeah, he does.
Talk a little more about that. God's forgiveness.
God's forgiveness is eternal. He'll forgive you no matter what. Like, it's like the story with Zacchaeus, the short little tax collector. When he wanted to go see Jesus, he climbed up that, what tree was it?
Sycamore.
The sycamore tree, yes. The sycamore tree. And then Jesus just stopped. He could sense that he was there. And he went, Zacchaeus, make haste and come down. I'm going to stay at your house. So then he got down from the tree as fast as he could. And then he went to their house with a bunch of people in it and stuff. And Jesus told Zacchaeus to give half of your house to the poor and give 4 times as much to anybody you have ever cheated. Now, notice one thing in that story. The person that Jesus chose was a sinner. Jesus chose a sinner, which everybody on earth is sinners. There's no way around it.
Now, that's a good word right there.
Even you watching right now is a sinner.
Okay, but they're saved by what?
Yes, they're saved by Christ. That's what I was about to say.
By grace. Okay, good.
They're saved by grace, yes.
Well, what do you have to do to be saved?
Ask Jesus to come into your heart.
And to be your what?
Lord and Savior.
That's right. And will he do it?
Yes.
Yes. Because that's why he what? On the cross.
Oh, that's why he died on the cross, yeah.
Okay.
My mind just kind of went blank.
Good. Back to your story.
So after you pay the medical bills or your ticket, depending on how much the ticket could be, and depending, like, I don't know.
Well, you were back explaining how Zacchaeus was what was Zacchaeus?
Yes. Zacchaeus was a sinner.
And a tax.
And a tax collector, yes. And now, nobody likes tax collectors, I can tell you.
You gotta speak up, remember.
Nobody likes taxes, I can tell you that.
Right. But even though he was going around over what? Charge?
Overtaxed.
Overcharging people, right?
Yeah, overcharging people, yes.
And then what did Jesus have him do? Once Jesus summoned him and called him to his own?
He gave half of his house to the poor and donated 4 times as much as to anybody he has ever cheated.
Yeah. So
But the consequence was he lost his house, he lost some of his money. But that's okay, because Jesus already forgave him.
Yeah, and he was making things right.
Yeah.
And he was going forward from there.
Yes.
So can anything be forgiven?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good, right?
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say before we get in there?
I have long arms. Look how long my arms look. My arms look so long.
All right.
I just like being on camera.
You just like being on camera. Well, you gave a good word this morning. Why don't you thank everybody for joining and leave them with one final thought so we can get into your sister's game.
Yeah, let's do some go.
And let's see, Acacia. Say that again, Dolly. What'd you just do?
I go for God.
You see, train up the little ones, right? And the way they should go, because when they get old, they won't depart from it. I've got my baby over here gulping for God. So that's amazing. All right, you can heal family. That's Brenn's word for today. Why don't you sum up your word?
What do you mean?
Sum up everything you talked about. When you make a decision, you can be forgiven.
Yes. When you make a decision, you can be forgiven.
Well, what kind of decision?
A bad decision.
Mm-hmm.
When you make a bad decision, you can be forgiven.
And God can make it.
Right.
God can make it right. He can turn it.
So, decision and forgiven. Bad decision. Wait. Bad decisions are forgiven.
Okay.
I just like being okay.
Bad decisions are forgiven. That's the word for today. Go forth in power and in strength. You can heal, family. Knowing that anything, decisions you've made, choices you've made, they can be forgiven. God forgives. He cares about us. He loves us. He's got a plan for you. He's got a future and a hope for you.
Yeah. And see, you're called to do this camera thing. Now, of course, it's fun. I love being on camera. I love being on camera. But, like, the words, it depends, like, on my mood. The words can just spew out, or if I'm tired, the words just come slower. Oh, and if you notice the letters on this means that it's slime, S. It looks backwards on camera. And then W for water. So.
If you wanted to know.
Yeah, if you wanted to know. And I suggest that you do this. And can I do a tutorial on how to do it on your YouTube channel?
Well, why don't you do it real quick? We need to go.
Okay, so the tutorial is you take a balloon. Then you take a water bottle. Don't you have one in your bag? Can I use this as an example?
No.
So you take the water bottle. You would put the not tied balloon, okay? This one's already finished. You put it around the top of it. Then you hold it and dump the water in. Then you would carefully do this. Take this off. Hold it in as tight. And then you tie it. Okay?
Okay.
And then you have yourself a homemade stress ball. Or you can ask somebody for help. I asked for help on this one. And they can hold this open. And you can put slime, sand, or whatever you want. You can put slime or sand, or anything you want in it, really. So.
Okay, you can know, family. If you're feeling stressed, Brenn just taught you how to make your own homemade stress ball. It costs about $1.50.
Yeah.
Get some balloons out of Dollar Tree.
Yeah, and then water at home or whatever if you need it.
Okay.
Oh, and I forgot what I was.
Okay, we'll say goodbye because your sister's about to play in 15 minutes.
Do I have to go in?
Yeah, I can't leave you in the car.
But I'm tired.
All right, what do we say? Always remember.
The true
Healing
healing
begins with
self-love.
self-love. Why?
Because God is love
and He lives on the inside of you. We love you, Heal family. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, guys. Wish I didn't have to leave, but sadly I do.
Bye. Okay, why don't you turn it off? Because my finger's so big. Turn it off.
Oh, and make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Because, well, you just should.
Why? What kind of information are they going to get if they do that?
They're going to get information from God. They're going to get the hearing of the word from God up above in heaven.
All right. Amen. Amen. All right. Sign us off. Bye.
Bye. And you might just get saved if you haven't been already, too. So.
You never know. God is working and moving in His good time. Okay. X the button.
Okay.
Bye, Chrissy Sam. Thanks, Coach Tish. Love you.
I don't want to
Push end. We have to go in. Your sister's playing. Bye.
Bye, guys.